Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's recipe is Dhaba style Aloo Gobhi ki Sabzi. This is everybody's favorite. Earlier I had shared a simpler version with less spices which you can make every day at home. This version has little more spices and oil because Dhaba style, they fry everything and make with lots of spices. It's okay once in a way to indulge in a spicy thing, especially when you're entertaining. This tastes really good. You can pair it with rotis, naans. So let's get started and make this sabzi. Here are the ingredients. I've taken 1 cauliflower, small size, 3 small potatoes, onions finely chopped, about half cup, 2 tomatoes, smaller size, blanched, peeled and crushed, green chillies, ginger, garlic, coriander and mint. I've crushed them coarsely. You can do this in a pestle and mortar or a chopper. 3 green chillies for garnishing, yogurt 1 or 2 tablespoons as required, cumin seeds and fennel seeds about half teaspoon each, 3 small pieces of cinnamon and 2 cloves, coriander powder half teaspoon, roasted gram powder 1 teaspoon, cumin powder half teaspoon, Kasoori methi half teaspoon, turmeric powder quarter teaspoon. We have Kashmiri chilli powder for color 1 teaspoon, salt to taste, handful of coriander leaves and mustard oil about half cup. For your reference, ingredients list is also shared in the description box. First, we are going to cut the cauliflower. Cut it into smaller florets. Put it in a pan of water because we are going to blanch it a bit. Peel and cut the potatoes into chunks. Immediately immerse them in salt water to avoid discoloration. Cut them into bigger pieces like this. Now blanch the cauliflower pieces with little bit of salt. We are not going to cook them, but once the water starts boiling, remove it from the gas and set the pan aside. The heat will bring out all the insects and impurities if there are any. Now in a pan, heat mustard oil, bring it to a smoking point. Rub some salt on the potatoes and drop them into the hot oil. Reduce the flame to medium now and cover the lid. Occasionally stir them so that they get fried on all the sides. Fry them until they are 3/4 done and remove them in a plate. Now fry the cauliflower pieces. These won't take long. Cover the lid and in between stir them a couple of times. They are done. Don't make them very dark in color. These are also about 3/4 done. We'll leave the remaining to cook with the spices. Now reduce the quantity of oil, remove it in a bowl. You can retain as much as you want. In dhaba they add lot of oil, but I am removing it. This can be used in the pickles. Now add the whole spices and reduce the flame. What a lovely aroma of the spices. Now add the ginger, garlic, green chilli, coriander and mint paste. Saute it on low flame. I'm adding little more oil because it was too little. Saute it until it changes the color and everything gets fried. Now dip in the diced onion and saute them together. Cover the lid and intermittently stir it until the onion gets cooked. Add the tomato puree as much as you want. I don't like adding too much, so I'm adding half of it. Give it a mix and cook them together. Now time to add the whole spice powders and little bit of salt. The spices are mentioned in the list, you can check them out. And the quantity entirely depends on your taste. You can add less or more. I'm keeping it little bit milder, but in dhabas they add more quantity of spices. Now dip in the fried potatoes first, as they need to be cooked a little bit more. Cauliflower doesn't take long, so that will be added in the end. Now add little water and cover the lid for 1 minute. Check by inserting the knife. The potato should be done by this time. At this stage, add some whisked yogurt, about 3 to 4 teaspoons. Immediately give it a stir to avoid curdling. Add the roasted gram powder, the one we use for making coconut chutney. You could add besan instead, but that requires a lot of cooking again. After stirring it together, add the cauliflower pieces at this stage. Stir very gently and simmer them. Check the salt, add if required, and give it a gentle mix. Finally add little bit of water and crushed Kasoori methi. Now we'll just simmer it a bit so that all the flavors are infused into the curry. Here is the tip to get rustic flavors. Roast some green chillies this way, pierce them into the fork and directly roast them on the flame. Once they are charred, we are going to add them to the pan. You can just garnish with these chillies, and spicy food lovers will enjoy having a bite of this chilli along with each morsel. Now dish it out. You can see I've not added too much of oil. Dhaba style they add more oil. If you don't mind, you can go ahead and add little more. I try to keep it milder in spices also. You can even add more chili powder if you like. Garnish with these chilies on top, which gives a nice, beautiful look, rustic look to the dish. Make and enjoy this dhaba style aloo gobi. It pairs very well with naans and rotis. And do share the feedback when you make. Happy cooking! Thank you for watching. Do check out the link of the playlist shared here and enjoy your day. Bye bye.